Okay. Let's be honest. All of us have come from different elementary schools, different middle schools, different high schools throughout the country. And all of them weren't the best in the sense of funding. And I'm not talking new basketball courts, a new football field, or a new cafeteria, but pay wages for school staff, like teachers and secretaries and all of that. And matter of fact, my home state of Arizona was facing an issue like this up until a couple of years ago, and that's when the teachers went on strike, statewide, went on strike to get their pay wages increased, and they did that for a couple of weeks. So there was no school, and the teachers were on strike, hopefully hoping to convince the governor to pass a bill to get their pay wages increased. Well, finally, he did pass a bill to get the pay wages increased. Well, yeah, it was nice and all that. It helped teachers get the pay wages increased, but it didn't affect the other school staff. How I know this is because my mom, who is a school secretary at one of the middle schools back in my hometown, told me that yeah, it upped the pay wages for teachers, but it didn't do anything for the other school staff like herself. And so I felt that was kind of a little unfair. I mean, if you're gonna do it for the teachers, why not just do it for all the school staff? Because they have families too, along with the teachers. I mean, yeah, but yeah. So I feel like what society needs in my state of Arizona is uh, one, a little bit more funding for schools, and two, most of all, is a pay increase for the other school staff who aren't teachers. And to put this put this plan of mine in motion, I would start off with starting a petition for the funding for schools and the pay increase for the school staff K through 12. And there are two options that I have considered in doing this. First option is getting a paper copy of the petition, so I would type it out and I'll print it off, and I can have people sign it in person, and I can get signatures that way. Second option is starting a petition online, and why I would do this is because going on with all this COVID stuff. One, it can go out to a lot more people that way if I start online. Two, if people are worried about the face-to-face contact with COVID, they don't have to worry about that because it's online. All they do is just put their name down that counts as signature. So once I achieve my goal amount for signatures from the combined amount from the handwritten petition and the online petition, I will take it to this next step in my plan. I would take it to the school. I would take it to superintendents from each school district, like the elementary school district superintendent, the middle school superintendent, the high school superintendent, for each school district, for each level, those schools. I would take it to each one of them. Hopefully, with showing them my petition, they will approve of this, and that would lead me into my next step, which is I would go to the state government and talk to the state superintendent of public instruction about a bill for a pay increase for teachers and a funding increase for the schools. The reason why I would talk to the state superintendent of which her name is Kathy Hoffman. She's in charge. She's as the state superintendent of public instruction. She's in charge of the Department of Education K through 12. So that's the most reasonable choice. That's the obvious. That's the what's the word? The obvious choice. That's accuracy. Yeah, it's the obvious choice who I would go talk to hopefully getting a bill passed for all of this. In conclusion, the main thing I thought that my society needed was more funding for the for schools statewide, and a pay increase for school staff who aren't teachers statewide as well. The ways, like I mentioned, I would do this is starting a petition, going to starting local, starting small, starting locally, going to superintendents from each school district, each level, elementary through high school, and then the third step of mine was, go to state government and talk to the state superintendent of public instruction, and yeah, and basically my main why I would like to do this is because I hope to one day make this idea an actual reality, so I can help my mom. Because why not? It's my mom, and help other school staff because I know they felt really bad about when the teachers got their pay wages, but they didn't get their pay wages increased. So thank you very much, and goodbye.